Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I am Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday. Yay. What's today's Sunday Funday? Today's Sunday Funday was a suggestion actually by Glenn Beckham a while ago. He said he wanted to see, I think it's when we did the Desert Colt. He wanted to see, up against a few things. And I believe he picked them this time. I don't think I even ad-libbed anywhere on there. But what are we doing today? Today, we're going to put the OGD, Old Grandad 114. We got it for $31.99. And it comes in 114 proof, of course. Against the Desert Colt, I didn't do the math, 56.98. So that would be right around 114, too. I'm not doing the math. Too many decimals. We got it for $32.99.
That's actually not a bad price.
Against the Younger, which is 58.82% alcohol, so that's like 116-ish, and that's at $42.49. Against the Knob Creek Bourbon-Rye, which comes at 113 proof, and we got it for $44.97. So no, they're actually all decently priced.
For some reason, I thought the Smoke Wagon was a little more, but
no, the actual other one, not the Younger, the uncut and unfiltered one is actually up there.
I thought for whatever reason I do pick them up when I shop, but yeah. I know we have a lot of them. But
regular mash mix-up rules. Mike pours them. I'm out of the room. I shuffle them. He's out of the room. We will be drinking the same thing at the same time. You will know what we're drinking. We're going to speculate and see what happens. But I can't even say make fools of ourselves. I went 4 for 4 in the last couple, so I don't expect it on this one. I can't remember the last time I drank any of these other than when we cracked the Desert Colt.
Yeah, but that's still a while ago.
Yeah, it was. Many a whiskey went in between that. So last number one.
The nose is
it's got a decent nose, yeah. I don't think we're going to dislike any of them, to be honest with you.
I don't think I'm going to pick one out, though. I don't know if I'm going to know the difference.
I like that.
Very much.
That's nutty.
It does have a little nutty.
I got a lot of nut on that one.
Who was there? That's the question.
I don't know where to go with that. I don't remember. Did OGD have nut?
It's been so long since I've had this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I have one at the house, but I never touch it. This is very good, though.
It is very good. I think it might be this one.
That's where I was just going to go.
I'm wondering if Knob had the nut. That's very good start. That is a very good start.
Whatever
that is, that has a big nut presence on that.
And it holds on.
Yeah, no, that coated nice.
Both on your tongue and in your throat.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what you said for proof on that one, but I know it's 1 something.
113. They're all right around in the same general range. That's why it was a good choice. Yeah, that's why when he said it, I literally took this one and hid it from myself because I killed the last one. And remember, I didn't like it.
You did get it.
I did. I got a second one, yeah. Because I killed it.
And I just keep mine tucked off to the side. Every now and then, though, someone will come over and want that one. But
the nose is not as strong in this one as the first one.
It's more ethanol, actually.
Yes. This one had an actual flavor coming out. This is just, that's all you're getting is ethanol in this one. It's funny, too, just on the 114, my old bottle. Ooh, that was close.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of my old bottle, I was getting a weird twang that I did not like at all. I never figured out what it was, but I didn't like it at the end. So
these are 2 different flavors.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm on first.
I'm liking
sip.
a nutty one first. Yeah. Yeah. It really did. It kind of brought me an Atlanta Booker.
Finishing my sentence.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do that a lot, and people yell at me, say I'm rude, but it just happens because I'm thinking the same thing you are. That's why I'm like, geez. Mm-hmm. Not that 2 is bad. It just didn't carry as much flavor as what 1 did to me.
It holds on just as well. But I do like the flavors better than 1 myself.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot of different notes in 2.
No, it's kind of a 1 note. That's what I mean. Like, at least with the nut,
I'm thinking that
it kind of
might
brought
be that one this time.
The nut, it kind of brought like a whole complexity there that I was liking it.
A nice little flavor.
It seemed fuller too.
Actually, this nose is better. the ethanol ran away.
Yeah, it's not two. Two was actually weak on the nose.
It was more, like I said, I only
Yeah.
really got the ethanol out of it.
Someone's bonking me in the legs, giving me a little hint. Come on, come say hello to everybody. They all missed you. Except for the one guy who said, enough with the dog. I know. Really?
This
You
one
can
might
come up
have
and throw up in my face?
this one might have a little nut as well, but it's not as heavy as one. I think there's more flavor in one actually too.
I didn't get as much. I did get a secondary flavor, but I don't know if I wanted to dive on a nut.
It's an easier drinker than two.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fuller drinker than two, too. Two
Yeah.
is just like you just got that one. Mm. All right. I think this is funny because what was the most expensive one? Like $50?
I think it was this one.
And so far these have all been very good. The funny thing with this one is we did our review and we actually thought it was pretty good. And then super fan of the channel Steve came over and he thought it was so good he ran out and bought himself one so he could bring it to his father when he was going to Oklahoma so they could try it. And then I seen it hit like half the people's lists, like worst drink of the year. Like everyone was just crapping on it.
I didn't find
so
that
I'm
at
like,
all.
maybe we just have trash palates and we don't know. But I don't know.
Some people.
It was just funny, like the it made like anybody who made a negative list last year at the end of the year, like worst buys of the year, that was on it, and I was like, really? And Steve was
Even
like,
for the price, how is it?
I don't know.
It's not like it's crazy money,
right?
We've bought crazy money ones, and that had way less flavor.
Would have
than
been
that.
on my list of bad. Yeah, that Triumph would have been one of the ones. 100%.
That
was the most expensive bottle we bought,
and it's still sitting in a box.
Didn't even come close to our top 10 list.
No. Those Fours Nose is not cranking really either. I
like it though. I think we lined the bottles up exactly as they're supposed to be. That's it. Thanks for coming.
I don't think so. I
don't think so?
I think Knob's here.
I don't think so. Because that's the Burr Rye, and I thought I just got rye out of this one. I think Knob's where it is, which is making me think OGD is where it is, and then it's going to be a toss-up between these two. That's my personal thinking.
Well, though I forgot that was a Burr Rye.
Yeah,
because now that you
make
just
sure
said
I grab the right one,
have like a hint of a mint.
It's like because I think I just got the rye in that one, but it was around the same proof, and it's just where it lands and whether you like it or not. So I think the bottles are pretty close. I'm just gonna have to pay attention to the two middle ones. Which would be super funny since he pours them and puts his bottles wherever he puts them, and then I shuffle them. And if they ended up the way they are, that's actually pretty good. That one has a little staying power on it too. It actually, I'm thinking that is the Knob. I think it is. I'm in a three-way tie for first right here, so we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna take 1 second. We're gonna cleanse our palate. We'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna hurt anything, but
all right. So we are back. I'm gonna start on the right, work our way left.
So those came in better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one. Although this one wasn't a bad noise, anyways.
It's very much predominant. We did kind of lollygag quite a bit this time though. And you might even be getting, like you said, you might have a little hint of mint in the nose on this one.
When I roll this one on my tongue, I think that's the Knob. I like that a lot, though. For all the people that said they hated it, I don't know what's not to like about that. I guess if you're not a rye fan, because it is like almost rye forward, but man, that has a good coat. That has a good flavor.
It has a good.
It may or may not be that. You guys are seeing what it is. But leave a comment down below if you guys have tried this Knob Rye, Burr Rye, if you like it. I'm just curious because I just watched a couple other channels back when I was watching them all the time. And people had it on their list of do not buy stuff. And I was like, geez, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I wonder why.
And this may or may not be it, but I'm thinking it is because it really has a nice spice to it.
I think I agree with you. I'm almost getting a little bit of it.
And if I'm being honest, I was proud of Knob that bumped it up to 113 proof. You know, that's why I like their store picks so much. You know what I mean?
100%.
They elevate
Their
it up.
store picks, but it
has a nice
really
flavor.
drinks.
I like that.
It's not crushing you though.
No, whatever 4 is,
It does hang on.
Yeah, it does. It coats very well. It has a nice peppery spice to it. Pop rocking like a crazy man in my tongue. I like it. I do.
I agree.
Yeah. It's right up there with the good
noses.
I'll be curious to see how it does on the other one. Yeah, no, I hear you.
It's pretty caramel-esque now.
Right. It almost reminds me of like when I was making when you put the vanilla in the brown sugar muddle. You know what I mean? When you get it like that, it kind of gives you that nice. All right.
I don't know if I don't. I actually might like this flavor a little bit more.
I do like that though. I do like. I gotta say again.
Okay.
No, I make noises over here. Don't mind me. Again, I answer your question before you ask it. That's just me. I don't know. I think I like that. When we may differ if that is the rye. You're growing there. You're not 100% rye, Mike, yet, but you're getting there. You found a bunch of them.
Right now, I'm leaning maybe they're close. I might be leaning towards 3 a little bit. 2, 4 does kind of give you. It may have that little extra flavor in the middle, but hang time are pretty close.
I think it's a little more aggressive too on the tongue, and it just gives me a better ride for. They're close.
3. I was going to say 3's not.
It's
really,
not a slouch.
It's not a slouch.
No,
I
100% agree with you.
Excuse me. And when you swish it around, it really is not.
I think I just like the flavor of 4 better. But I think I like that little cooling sensation in the middle that just wakes it up.
Noses really came through.
Yeah, because this one had no nose.
No, it's pretty similar to 3 now.
Man, I don't know which bottles are what. I really didn't go back to these.
I don't think I've done any one of these since we did them. I definitely know I didn't do the Bourbon-Rye, and 114 I haven't touched even since we've had that. So, well, maybe
the only time I do is like when Steve comes over, or Jimmy comes over, or someone comes over, and Chip comes over, whoever, and I sit down and they want to try something. I let anyone try whatever. That's confusing because that's almost as good as that 3 was. They're similar.
There is, but there's a little different end flavor in 2.
There's gonna be a lot of knick-knacking going on because these are actually just
and not in a bad way. It just has if there's an outlier, this one kind of has a little bit different of an end flavor, which I don't know where I'm gonna go with that.
The one thing I'll say, being that none of these are over, is that the Bourbon-Rye? That might be the Bourbon-Rye. Maybe that's the Knob. I don't even know anymore. I don't know where to go with any of these. I think I like the taste profile and 4 the best so far for me. Coming this way. But I don't know. I'm going to have to try to finalize, I guess. It doesn't matter which one's which, but I don't even know if I don't like 3 better than 2. I think I did, but I'm going to have to go back and forth. This is a good matchup, Glenn, because these are 4 banging bottles for under $50. That's the one good thing about it. We had a hard time at one point getting Smoke Wagon.
Now they are available.
But now they are around. So I don't know if it's just Connecticut or I think they're in Mass too. But they are around. We had to have them shipped in from New York originally.
I'm confused.
I am too. I'm not going to lie. This might be the best nose.
It is the best.
It might be the best
actually.
nose. And it has a nut. That has a nut. The one drawback of OGD, it was always on the shelf in Mass, the bottom shelf right next to my 10 high when I used to buy it all the time. And now you can't find. I don't know it either. I have no idea what bottle's what. I'll throw a guess out there for fun. But whatever one is coming with a big nut.
I'm almost leaning towards that. That's a Knob, but
it's part of the Jim Beam family too, though.
I know.
So I don't know. If I didn't know any better, I'm drinking Booker's in glass 1. That's what I'm thinking in my head. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like 90% of the Booker's.
But I guess I'm still leaning 2 back a little bit for myself initially. But
I do like that coach very well.
I'm
and
I
that
still have
tastes
1 as
very
almost
well.
my leader.
See, I have 1 and 4 and 2 and 3 in the middle, like a little back. Like I think I like 4 better.
I have 1
but I'm
and
gonna have to
3,
toss up
and then
yeah.
2 and 4 a
Yeah,
little bit back.
because I don't think you like that thing. So we got some knick-knacking to do. We may not agree on this one, but we're gonna figure it out, finalize our order. We'll be back in 1 second.
This is gonna be a long one.
It is because I'm torn. All right, so we are back, and I Glenn, this was a great choice of 4 good bottles. It took us a long time to try. And we 100% do not agree on this one. This one is actually these. I just want to stress the fact 4 banging bottles for under $50.
They're all tasty.
They're all good in their own way. Whatever one is a nut bomb, and I absolutely love it. But there is such a fireball at the end of 4, which I ended up liking. But again, and 2 and 3 are not a slouch. There's not a bad bottle on the table. You drink any of them by themselves, you're going to absolutely love them.
Agreed.
But I'll be curious to see. Ironically, the way the bottles were is what I actually think they are. I think it's OGD. I think it's the Desert Colt. I think it's the Younger, and then I think it's the Burr-Rye on the end.
And I agreed. That was my outcome.
Oh, you ended up switching?
No, I did.
Okay.
But our flavor profile was different.
Oh no, 100%. Because again, you like what you like. We can't agree. Because it is what it is. But
yeah, I did go with yours, and these 2 are actually is a total guess.
Oh, I agree.
They're all a total guess.
I secretly hope it's backwards because I want the new one to be better than the old one, but we're going to see what happens. And we could be totally wrong. It might not be either one of the bottles. So,
yep.
All right. That being said, this is going to be a clusterfuck trying to figure it out. I'm going to go off of your bottles just for fun.
Radio.
So your last bottle, what was in glass number 2, and it's what you put in glass number 3. So that happens to be glass 2 is also my last bottle. We agreed on that,
which is the Younger.
So the Younger. Oh, so it is the older one, which is good. That's actually good. So the newer one was better than the older one. That's a good sign.
Well, we shall see. But
no, it is. It doesn't matter how much better.
Eyes, yes.
It actually won. I was hoping that at least the newer one was better. So it is because whatever is in glass 3, what I think is the other one, it just had a lot more flavor. So we're gonna see. So again, on your 3rd place bottle, what was in glass number 4, which happens to be my 1st place bottle, which is the contrast of the way people taste. And it's what you put in glass number 1.
Desert Colt.
So the one that had the most rye was Desert Colt. Okay.
I should have stuck to my guns, but anyway, go ahead.
That's interesting. All right. So that actually won for me. I actually like this one the best, that's actually funny.
Right.
But okay. So
there's a different flavor in that, but go ahead.
I do like it. That's the thing. So your 2nd place glass was in glass number 3, and it's what I put in 3rd place on mine, and then it's what you put in glass number 2.
2 was Old Grandad.
OGD on there. Wow. So the nut bomb was Knob.
I should have never listened to you.
So just to make sure, it's what you put in glass number 4 would be Knob. That is a nut bomb. So that was Mike's 1st place.
Five times I said
in my 2nd place.
Pretty sure this is going to be the Knob, but then you almost did convince me that 4 had mint, and then
it has not so much the mint. It has that it's such a high rye. So what ended up being?
When we were arguing back and forth, I'm telling you, the Knob has the most nutty flavor.
Desert Colt actually had the most rye kick to it.
It did
when you were drinking it. Wow. There you go. This is why I love doing blinds because again, we didn't guess any of the bottles right, but that's the best part about it.
Maybe one. I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
No, the whole thing is
because
it's all a
misconception.
misconception.
Such a bomb in this one.
I still like 4 the best. It has the most fire in it, and it has the most flavor to me. It's just my thing. But whatever one was, and that ended up being Knob. This is an absolute nut bomb, and it's just where this one came off such a ride.
I should have kept to my guns on that one.
Yeah, it's still Ford's a rye bomb.
No,
It really does.
But we were a good 25 minutes going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
That's the drawback of doing a blind when you're not doing it by yourself. You can influence, and I don't mean to do that, but it's just the moral of the story. It's a great blind, Glenn. Great choices. And all of these bottles are sub $50 for all the blinds that people are doing that are all kinds of crazy things. And someone drank all this whiskey. This is just it just goes to show there's a lot of good whiskey out there because none of these are bad by themselves.
No.
They're all good.
That's a great price.
And it's funny because everybody shit on this. Everybody did. So again,
We
if
don't
you
follow the
have
crowd.
tried this, leave a comment down below. It was my second place. It was Mike's first place. It was almost my first place. I flip-flopped like
You
20
did.
times.
You
I
did.
really did. I'm
You
being
did.
honest with you. This was a tough blind because these are 4 good bottles
And I
in
I
different
did,
ways.
Exactly. It was different ways.
Yeah,
But
that's the good part about it.
the naughtiness. It was the old Forester whole thing in my head. So
Yep.
I like that. I like that nut. I like that extra flavor. So
An OGD, well, that was your second, my third. So it still held its own. Again,
It did.
one of the classic bottles for $30 you can get. You know what I mean? So,
usually only in Connecticut, 114.
yeah,
not
we
Mass.
can't get it in Mass anymore. It
It's
doesn't come
not
here.
really
But
traveling
if,
here.
you know, for those, just go over the border. You can get it. But there you go. That's Sunday Fun. If you want to see a future Sunday Fun Day, much like Glenn did, leave a comment down below.
Thank you.
I'll give you a shout out. And again, you guys pick some awesome blinds because these are 4 bottles we haven't touched in a while. And man, they're just all good.
They
That's
are
it.
good.
So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Want me to pour you some?
No.
Spend less, drink more.
Cheers. For those you asked, that's why I read the bottle.